What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the shop. We have these cylinder heads put together. Now, I did put new valves in these cylinder heads. They're not stainless steel, as you can see. They're just OEM style valves. This is a budget build just so we can test the car out. We are going to be building another full engine, full race engine. But anyway, I got the valves lapped in. Everything went pretty smooth until it went time to put these BTR springs in. And then I learned the hard way that neither one of my tools is up to doing that. These springs have a lot of pressure on them. I believe these are 660 springs. So this is the tool that I took the factory springs out with. Now, this is a great tool. I'm not knocking the tool. One of the biggest issues with the tool is this is the part that pushes on the valve. As you see, there's nothing flat to hold it steady. So you're constantly having to fight it, wanting to go one way or the other, especially when you're on a spring like that has a ton of tension on it. That was a pain in the butt. And even though it seems like there's a lot of room in these windows, this is the one that works for these valve springs. There's not that much room to get a keeper in there when you really get down to it. And once again, I was wrestling it. The spring kept wanting to, go to one way or the other, and the tool really wasn't helping. Before I started, I kind of felt like that might not be the best tool. So I ordered another tool. And this tool looked like it was going to give me tons of room to put a keeper back in there. And it's just going to work out. And here's the tool here. I've already bagged it back up. It's going back. I will post a picture right now of what the tool looks like all set up. That is in this shop. I was using it. This tool is a piece of junk. Yes, it would be good with factory stuff as well. The amount of time it takes to put it together, move it, and do it's just not worth it to me. I think it was $20 thrown away. I mean, to be quite honest with you, $20 thrown away. So we went to a local machine shop, Race Tech Engines here, had him put them in. The machine that he uses made it a breeze, and I would love to have one. It's kind of like an arbor press looking thing. It just made things so much easier. And within like 10 minutes, he had them all in, and I'm probably just going to deal with that for now on, because there is another tool another buddy of mine let me use. It's a big C-clamp looking compressor. I used to have one in here. And it was going to work okay, but at the same time, these springs, they were rough. It was not easy. So I just rather take it there, have him put them in. I am a do-it-by-myself kind of person. I love doing everything by myself, and it's really hard sometimes for me to let people step in and help. But there is times where it is better, because there was a couple of times that the tool was really fighting keeping those springs down. And if one of those would have let loose and hit me, it'd have been a big deal, It'd rearrange some things. I might be purtier than I am now, though. I don't know. It might have made me look a little better. But I don't know. Now, let me explain to you what I did on the engine. I don't know that I have enough light back here. Bear with me. I haven't hung a light up back here yet. I need to get one. Every time I go get one, I buy something else. So if you notice on the engine, it has one cylinder head, and this cylinder head's missing. And I made a crucial mistake. This is my first time putting an LS together, and I'm learning about it. I'm used to 4 cylinders to where, everything is in the cylinder head, where not everything on these engines is in the cylinder head. But actually, pretty much everything's in the block. Lifters are in the block, and that's kind of what happened. So when I take stuff out, I put bolts back where they went. Like when I pulled the lifter trays out where the bolts are right here, I left the bolts. I just kind of gently screwed them in there. That way I wouldn't lose anything. I knew I didn't want to keep them with the trays. And I got the head gasket on. Here is the head gasket right there. I'll show you it closer here in a minute. It is a multi-layer steel head gasket. And it didn't fit. Like one of the dowels that's supposed to be in the head was already in the block. I didn't worry about pulling it out and putting it back in the head. I just was going to get the head on it. It'd be fine. And it did not want to line up. It didn't want to sit on both dowels at the same time. Like I wrestled it. I got it on there. Got the head on. None of the bolts wanted to go in right. Like nothing was working. I'm like, daggum, this is a freaking nightmare. Like what is wrong here? Like why is it not going down? I kept having the finagle bolts, pull this one out a little bit, put this one in a little bit. Finally, I got it where I could get them all down, got the head all torqued up. Super stoked, got it on. Now I'm going to put the lifters in. You see the problem there? And then I realized this isn't a 4-cylinder engine, big dog. You got to put the lifters in first. And So what it was is those bolts were binding up the head gasket. Never had a conflict with the cylinder head. Cylinder head didn't have any issues with it. But as you can see from the head gasket right here, yeah. So what it was doing is the head gasket was distorted, and you can see where that bolt right there, right here, had a little bit of an issue with it. Let me see if I can get you on there. Yeah. The bolt right there had a little bit of an issue with it. Yeah. Didn't go well. And I'm learning. I've never put one of these engines together. I've tore two of them down, so I guess I should have known better. It's learning. I'm learning about it. It's it happens. First time, shame on that engine. No, next time be shame on me. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I did. I was very upset at myself. I'll be honest with you, it took it pretty hard. Like, that was a stupid mistake. I was really hoping to get that, both of those heads put in. I got the Valley cover on it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not going to pull the bag off today. There is an aftermarket Valley cover. Once I get the other head on, I'm going to put the intake on it. And then I'm going to put the turbo manifolds, which are right here. Look at these little, look at that V-band just hanging out right there. And so I'm going to put the turbo manifolds on it. I don't think it'll sit in the car with the oil pan that's on it. I don't think it's going to have any conflictions with this member here. I think it's going to be the steering arm back there. I don't know. I have no idea. I would love to find out. I don't need a 302-1 pan. Pretty sure I'm going to. Anybody that's watching this that maybe you swapped an LS and a Nova, if you had to have a 302-1 pan, please drop it in the comment section below. I'm probably not going to order it until next week. I really want to get this engine in the car, though, and the transmission. I'm really hoping that transmission's good. I bought it as a core. The guy said he bought it as a good transmission. But he said that being that he never got it to run. But now a lot of times people sell you something like that. They bought it as something good. It wound up being a piece of garbage. And they just want to get a couple dollars back. So to make themselves feel better, they don't label it as a good transmission because they know it's not. They label it as it might be. That way you'll be more enticed to buy it. And I was the sucker. I paid $200 for that. We are going to be running in the end. It's going to be an FTI performance transmission. It's like, I think what they call it, their Stage 4.5. It's got the trans brake in it, everything. I think billet, in some billet internals, it's got the SIF certified safety bell or ultra bell housing on it. It's the Mac Daddy, dude. Like, it's pretty awesome. So that's what we're going to run there. I got the floor pans, if you've seen the video of me being myself. We got the floor pans pretty much in the car. We don't quite have them in the car. We're getting there. We are getting there. But, yeah, after we get those in, we'll be changing some things in the shop. Because there's certain things we no longer need. I don't know if I've dropped that video before this one or not, so I'm not gonna say too much. We are making a big upgrade to the shop. So anyway, just wanted to make this video, kind of show you these are the stupid mistakes that I've made, and that's why I didn't put out too much of a video this week. I was making the video and then making the mistake, and I was really embarrassed, but I also needed to get everything caught up and get back as much progress as I could, and video it definitely slows that down. So we will hopefully get some. I'm not gonna say I make banger videos. I definitely try, but I don't have anybody helping me down here. Like, it's just me, guys. It's 100% me all the time. So yeah. Anyways, we'll catch you guys on the next one.